Good morning. It is late July here, and we are under the Panera bread sign here with the flaccid umbrellas here this late July morning here on Silas Dean Highway in Wethersfield. Right across from the Starbucks over there, buried in the trees somewhere is a Starbucks, but we're here in the Panera on the other side of the street here in Wethersfield, sitting out here in the parking lot. They have a drive-through here, as does Starbucks over there. So it depends on which side of the road you're on, I guess. Anyways, starting a new kind of little episode here today called Rainbow Connection, and what it's going to entail, so to speak, is just incidents that I've gone through in the last 4 years or so on the road that involve homosexuals, gay guys, gay boys, and no lesbians. As I noted the other day in a Goodwin Square episode, lesbians are just now coming out of the closet. It's last 4 years you couldn't, step into a Starbucks without seeing some gay guy. But lesbians have really been closeted the last 4 or 5 years. It has only been this year, 18, that they've kind of begun again to step out, I guess, and demonstrate their pride. So it's like, but I have really no stories to tell, except for the Goodwin Square story I told a few weeks back. That's really my only lesbian story that I have to tell on the road. Most of my stories with the LGBT QRSTUV is with gay guys and stuff. So, anyways, it's been a tough year, a tough 4 years actually for gay guys on the road. Certainly gay guys on the street. It's been, especially if you're over 30, and the daddy belly has come out, and and the breasts have begun to sag. I mean, it's been real tough for us guys out here. But, and it hasn't been made any easier by institutions like, it's like public restrooms. It's like, try to find soap, to wash your hands after you've gone to the bathroom. It's like, hey, try to sit on a toilet seat, that some young man hasn't peed on, so it's been made more difficult by the communities I've been in, simply by just trying to, get through the restroom or the restaurant, it's just, try to get butter with that Panera bread, it's like, hey, ask for that second stick, it's like, because it doesn't come with the rolls, okay? So anyways, I have a lot of stories of encounters I've had. Most of them have been negative. It's funny because gay guys, if life ain't bad enough on the road, they make it all that more difficult. It's like they can be very petty. They can be very particular. And it's like for sexual orientation that is known to breed like rabbits. Um, Guys can be pretty brutal and who they have flings with or affairs with and things like that. And it's been pretty sad in that case. So kind of the guys have kind of beaten themselves up here and beaten each other up here. If, being in the community hasn't been bad enough, to be gay. They certainly haven't supported their own. They've kind of, you know, gone with mother, I guess, and under her wing. And so, but some of the stories I have to tell are pretty interesting and can be quite amusing. I'll start talking about mother. In Phoenix, Arizona, I was out one morning, weekend morning, I think, and there's a big old park and ball field. This is 2014, off of Jefferson, I think, and Washington, in downtown Phoenix. And there was a pavilion there, and there was a lone guy sitting there, just in the pavilion at one of the tables, one of the tables, and he was sitting by himself. And I said, "Hey, I don't know what he looks like. I know he's a guy just by the silhouette. I'm willing to bet this guy's gay. Let me go and find out. Let me do the interview." So I walked over through the parking lot, and as I walked through the parking lot, I passed this young couple standing by the trash. I don't know why. It's just, I guess tired from riding their bikes, they're gonna stand by the trash. So they, this young couple, was 21, 22, whatever. And I thought nothing about it. I said, I don't care. Okay, stand by the trash, you white people. So I went over to this guy and we started talking. And sure enough, he was gay. And so I grew emboldened, and soon he's no longer sitting across from me, but he's sitting next to me. All right, which is kind of nice. So we start talking, and all of a sudden my hands start, like, my eyes are on his, but my hands are, opening up the package, you know. And he's getting aroused by this, and so am I, and, we're having a good old time. All of a sudden, from the back of us, I hear this young girl start screaming, "I know what you two faggots are doing. Stop it." And he's like, "Let's get out of here. Come on, let's get out." No, screw her. I mean, that's rude. I mean, it's okay. It's a, you know. So I keep at it, and he's, 5 seconds later, "Hey, faggots, I'm gonna call the police. That's disgusting." Now, mind you, both of our pants are on. Our backs are to this young couple standing by the trash, from where this girl was screaming from. It was just my hands were in his pants. She took offense to it. So. Anyways, pretty soon he was as flaccid as these umbrellas by the girl's, battery of, yelling and complaining and make anybody soft. So, he zipped up and we took off. And I wondered, it's like, hey, these young stars of today with their all stars and their, Johnny Cash uniforms and their slick cars and their real cool things. It's like, what do they do for a lover's lane? I mean, it's like, I mean, where is their lover's lane? But and especially it was a girl that was barking at us and complaining and yelling. It was not her boyfriend, who I assumed was who he was, but looking for that rainbow connection the last 4 years here on the road, and not quite finding the sun I've always wanted. Here under the Panera sign in Weathersfield.